What's going on, YouTube? It's Lenny G with another video. On the way to the gym right now. I'm 41 years old and I am an aspiring calisthenics athlete. On my way to the gym now, hustling, trying to make it happen. Tired. I'm off of work. I wanted to try to make it to the gym earlier, but when you're trying to squeeze a bunch of things in a tight space, you just got to be realistic about it sometimes. And I was like, I wanted to get a haircut today. I think my haircut came out pretty well. Let me know what you guys think. And then I also had to get some work done on the car. So I just didn't have time to go earlier. So I'm going now. It's after 8 p.m. I got 5 miles to run. Of course, don't feel like doing it. Of course, all the excuses pop up in your head. But one thing I'll say is that once you decide what you're gonna do, and then you start getting in the habit of doing it, no matter what, then your brain starts to shift. And so lately, my brain isn't necessarily even thinking of a possibility of not going to the gym. That's not a possibility. It's just, all right, how do we make it happen? Like, okay, this came up, that came up. Okay, cool. How do we make it happen? All right, I got to deal with this new situation. Okay, how do we make it happen? Yesterday, for example, I don't know if I mentioned it in the pre-video or not, but yesterday it was so cold that my car was having trouble starting. So I had to go to the gym way later than I anticipated. And it seems like these types of things are popping up more and more frequently now that I've made this serious commitment. So as you make a commitment and as you decide this is the thing I'm gonna do, that's when a lot more challenges come up to test you, to see if you are really serious about what the fuck you said you're gonna do. But I'm dead serious. One of my boys just hit me back. I was checking on him. He's out in LA where I used to live. And I was checking on him because he had to evacuate for all the recent fires. I was just checking on him, making sure he's good. And he's like, yo, you got me like low-key inspired. And I'm like, yo, that's what's up. So he told me he's doing calisthenics now. And he's in his 40s as well. He's a few years older than me. But he's like, yo, I see you doing it and it's inspiring me. And I've had multiple people who I know say the same thing. And that is exciting to me. Because that's the point. That's the point of this channel. The old channel that I was doing, it was a red pill channel. And in the red pill, I got love for those guys. I don't want to hate on those guys. But what I'm going to say is that I didn't want to get stuck in that mindset. I'd rather just accept, okay, maybe I might not get married at all, than just staying stuck in a mindset of being frustrated that I'm not getting married, or frustrated that I'm not finding the one, or frustrated of how women are acting, or whatever the fuck, man. It's a bunch of hoes out here, yes, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we got to be angry about it. If anything, man, just use the hoes for their purpose and keep it moving, bro. Don't get mad about it. Don't get upset. And don't try to turn a hoe into a housewife, because then you'll get fucked up in the game. But that'll be the red pill jewels for the day. But other than that, right now it's all about just continuing to level up, continuing to upgrade myself. And at some point, I'm going to talk about other ways that men can level up and other ways that I personally am attempting to level up, whether that be fashion, whether that be grooming, whether that be organization or schedules or whatever it is. That's going to be a topic that I will be talking about more as well in the future. I'm just leveling up as a man in general. But for right now, the sheer 100% focus is this calisthenics and this work and this upcoming marathon. Crazy part is I got this marathon coming up, right? And so I gotta eat so much food to not lose weight while I'm doing all this running. I got 5 miles tonight. 5 miles is more than a lot of people run the whole year. and shit. You know what I mean? And I'm about to do it tonight. And I don't know how many calories it's gonna burn off. Shout out to MyFitnessPal. It's gonna calculate it. I ate extra calories today because of that, and I already know that I'm probably still gonna fall short. I'm probably still gonna be to where, yo, you need to eat another 1,000 calories or some shit. You know what I mean? It's hard, man, forcing yourself to eat, and this is just maintenance. This isn't even, I'm not in a bulking phase. I'm not in anything like that. So whenever I go into those phases, which I am going to attempt to do, I've never attempted to manipulate and control my body in that way, bulking, cutting, all that type of stuff. But right now, I'm just focused on the marathon and seeing where I'm at. I'm pretty cut in general, but I'm not necessarily as cut as I would like to be. But I'm not bad. I'm not in a bad place. So it is what it is. But I'm on the way to the gym. I really wish that I had my pre-workout. I meant to bring my pre-workout and I forgot it. And that would be useful right now. No pre-workout though, so we're just gonna have to run on whatever's left, whatever fumes are left after work. But I will hit you guys back when I'm in the gym. I'm almost there.
You have to build a person that can withstand the pressures of whatever they're gonna be dealing with in life. Because this world we live in is tough. It's tough. It will beat you down. The world and the life that we live in is the ultimate competitor. You have got to suffer to grow. To grow, you must suffer. The mind has the tactical advantage over you at all times. At all times of your life, the mind has a tactical advantage over you. Why is that? It knows what you're afraid of. It knows your insecurities. It knows your deep, dark lies. And it starts to push you away from that shit. It pushes you in a direction that is comfortable. Your mind takes control of you. You have to say, you, I run this motherfucker. When that alarm clock goes off at 4 or 5 in the morning, your mind says no. You just say, this is what we do. It's what we do now. Because to get to where you want to go, the amount of pain involved, I'm not saying physical, I'm not saying you got to break yourself off. The amount of mental pain of how many times you're going to have to do something that you don't want to do to get to where you want to go. There's going to be more times you do something that you don't want to do than you are going to want to do it. That's your new norm. That's your new norm. And then once you do this over and over and over again, it becomes like breathing. I don't want to live this lifestyle, but to get to the other side of this, I have to. The only way you're ever going to get to the other side of this journey is you have got to suffer to grow. To grow, you must suffer. We have the ability to go in such a space if you're willing to suffer, and I mean suffer. Your brain and your body, once connected together, can do anything. I'm trying to build people up. I'm trying to armor their mind. I'm trying to get them the belief. Because this world we live in is tough. It's tough. It will beat you down. The world and the life that we live in is the ultimate competitor. It will try to take you out. It will find your weakness, and it will just hammer you. So if I can help you build belief, build confidence to the point where nothing can hurt you because you know exactly who you are. You have to build a person that can withstand the pressures of whatever they're going to be dealing with in life. You gain knowledge through suffering. And on the other end of suffering is a world that very few have ever seen. It's a beautiful world because that's where you find yourself. Every day you have to do this shit. Because why? When you stop doing it, you don't just maintain it. If you stop shooting a gun, you're not gonna be a great shot if you pick a gun up a year from now. If you wanna be great, you wanna be the baddest motherfucker ever at what you do, you're gonna be misunderstood by everybody because you're gonna be so obsessed and so driven to get there. That's what it takes. It takes every second of your life. Anybody says balance? Yeah, balance is important for a lot of people. It is. But if you want to go to that edge where people do not like you, don't understand you, question everything you do, you have arrived. When you are misunderstood to the point where people think you're psycho and you're nuts and you're this and that, why are you in the gym at 1 o'clock in the morning? You will never understand what is wrong with me. And that's why I'm so glad you don't, because I'm in the right spot. When people don't understand you anymore, you're in that spot. of obsession and drive. Where people are like, what the f is wrong with this guy? I don't want to talk to you, man, because you're not going to get it. I can't get this paragraph. I can't remember what the f is in this paragraph to pass this test to get in the military. Read it again. Still not getting it. Read it again. But if you're not getting it, write it out. And that's how I started learning. I can't swim. I'm negative buoyant. Go back again. I can't swim. Go back again. Go back again. Go back again. I got it. I realized if I keep going back and going back and going back until the shit just becomes, your mind will say, okay, we're gonna figure it out, because he is not going to stop. It's not like I'm gonna try one more time. No, it's just like alarm clock goes off, boop, we're going back. I can't read right, we're going back. I gave myself no way out, and my mind realized that. They said, okay, we're gonna adapt and overcome now. A lot of us wanna find peace first. So people say, man, you always talk about this suffering and pain and shit. I'm at peace right now because I went through that. Right? You don't find peace first. If you do, Merry Christmas, more power to you. I found peace on the opposite end of finding myself. And no one really finds themselves without going through trials, tribulations, suffering, accountability. And accountability is suffering. Being accountable every day for doing right for yourself, for the people next to you, it's miserable. One thing we don't do is we don't have a new norm. My new norm is you get up every morning at 4 o'clock and you suffer. This is your new norm. That became my new life. Most people want to get out of it. I said, no, motherfucker, this is your new life. This is who you are. Your new norm is you wake up and you suffer. And I started realizing if that's my mentality, this shit ain't hard anymore.
Man, still fucking like sweaty and drippy from this workout, man. This one was hard. This might have been harder than the fucking 10 miles last weekend. This 5 miles was hard, man. Pause. But this shit was difficult, man. This shit was difficult. This shit was not easy, man. And that's what it's about. If it was easy, then I wouldn't be growing right now. If it was easy, I wouldn't be getting stronger right now. I've been thinking a lot about the channel because I'm starting to get some momentum. It's starting to grow slowly, and I've been here before. I've done this before. I've built up channels before. I've created content before. I've been doing social media for a long time. And one thing I really gotta say is when it comes down to it, the biggest thing that stops us from doing it is ourselves. I know so many people that be like, yo, I wanna start a YouTube channel. Yo, I wanna do this. I wanna build up my TikTok, whatever the fuck. Whatever it is, at the end of the day, the biggest thing that stops us is ourselves. We're thinking about everything and everybody else. We're thinking about what the people around us are gonna think. We're thinking about what the fucking, like, our mom, our family, our fucking friends, our job, our coworkers, people in school, all that shit. We're thinking about all that shit. But none of that stuff matters, yo. There's a motherfucker in like Bangladesh or fucking Sri Lanka that's gonna see your video and be inspired by that shit, bro. Like, at the end of the day, fear is not a motherfucking option, okay? Fear is not a fucking option. You got one life. That's it. You got one life. And then that's it, bro. And then they're done. And like, you don't want to get to be an old man and look back on your life and be like, damn, like, I could have been great, yo, like, I could have been amazing. You don't want to look back on it when you're too old to make the change. You don't want to look back on it when it's too late to have done it and say, fuck, I should have went for it. Bruh, I hope I fail at certain things, yo. Like, right now, so I've done a lot of really cool things. I built a lot of amazing things before. I've done a lot of amazing things and accomplished a lot of amazing things on social media. Like, I'm not gonna go into the details, but I've done a lot of really cool things, trust me. And one thing that I will say is I'm in my Phoenix phase right now. Like, I'm in the ashes. I'm coming up from nothing. I'm fucking rising up like a motherfucking phoenix. And there are motherfuckers who I am coming for. And I'm gonna fucking murder them. Not like, obviously not, literally don't, hey, police, FBI, hey, feds. Hey, not talking about literally. But I'm gonna figuratively murder these motherfuckers, yo. Seriously, because at the end of the day, there's so many people that have doubted me throughout the years, despite all the stuff that I've accomplished, despite all the stuff that I've done. And this time, I'm going for all the motherfucking glory, yo. This time, I'm going for it, and things are never gonna be the same again after this. I promise you. The energy that I have right now, the focus that I have right now, and I mean, maybe I'm just fired up because, like, even though it was a difficult workout, I feel strong. I feel like, yes, I feel proud of myself that I got through it. But I'm feeling the momentum. I'm feeling the energy. If the weather is sufficient, I'm running outside on Saturday. I don't know how I'm going to film it yet. I might, like, attach my GoPro to myself. But I'm running outside on Saturday if I can. And I'm going to work on it. And that's a 12-mile run. I'm going to do it outside in the cold. Even though I hate being in the motherfucker. Yo, that shit could make me cry. I hate the fucking cold so much, yo. But, all right, I'm doing it. If it makes sense. It's got to make sense. Right now, it's like greater chance than not that it's going to happen. It's like a 60-40 chance that it's going to happen. So, you know, if you're listening to this, if you got this far in the video, please go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you guys. This is a wild journey. I'm so glad I'm documenting this. There's going to be one day when my son is going to look back on this and be like, yo, my dad was the shit. And so I hope you guys, whatever it is, whether you guys are going for, like, you want to start a YouTube channel, you want to fucking, like, start a business, you want to go for a new job, you want to, like, change careers, you want to do some shit, fucking do that shit, dog. Let me be your inspiration, because there's no guarantee this channel is going to be successful. There's no guarantee that this channel is going to grow, but I am going to put all the effort in to make sure that if it doesn't happen, it's not from lack of me doing what the fuck I was supposed to do. And that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. So go ahead and subscribe on the channel. Love you guys. I respect you guys. Thank you for the support. And I'll catch you on the next one.